Hello, guys, and welcome. Thank you for joining me for another night of live. I am your host, Anntricia Bray Smith, author, educator, and public speaker. I am the voice for those who suffer in silence. Guys, it is indeed a blessing to be here with you tonight. As tonight, we're talking about rush hour. Tonight, we are talking about rush hour. And so, I'll explain a little bit about what that is, guys, but I'll tell you a little bit about a service or a product that I have available for new authors right now. Right now, this Halloween deal is for you. So I have a product that I'm offering for new and upcoming authors to help get your product moving for the upcoming holiday season. So guys, it is an absolute game changer. It's been selling, and I'm getting some very good feedback from the products that I am giving you. Not only that, when you purchase that product, I'm also giving you some free gifts. Some free gifts to help get you going, get your business together so that you can kind of gain some momentum, because we're moving so quickly into the holiday seasons. Time is just on us, and it seems like we're in a panic. Like, what are we gonna do? So get that product. I put it there in the description box, a link to where you can go and get that product. It's marketing for authors for the upcoming holiday season. Not only that, I put a link there in the PayPal link to that product, also right there in the comment section. So you can click that link, pay the $9.99. That's $9.99, $10 to absolutely get you moving in the right direction for that particular product. Okay? Awesome, guys. Nonetheless, let's get ready to get started tonight. I do not want to hold you long. First of all, I just want to say how delighted I am to be here to greet you tonight. Yes, I had to take a couple nights off just for self-care. I had to really just get in touch with what is going on inside of me, not only physically, but emotionally, and find my balance and wind down. As you guys know, I have been going nonstop since March. Well, the difference between March and now October, the end of October, is that in March, I wasn't having to go to spend 50 hours of my day dedicated to a job. I could do my job right here from home. And so, being that we are back on site and the schools have opened up, now I'm having to commute 2 hours back and 1 hour each way to work. Not only that, spend the time at work and commute another hour back home amongst all these other demands that are placed on my life. So that is taking over 50 hours a week of my time. So I know that with my emotions and with all the physical demands that this has on me, that I had to regroup and find a new kind of balance for the direction that my life is going now. And so that's why I just said, I have to take a couple days off so that, I can be my best. I don't want to come here any night of the week half-stepping with any of you guys, because I want to be able to bring you value. I want you to enjoy what I'm bringing you. I want you to enjoy your time with me. And guys, I had to, do some evaluation, do some self-care, and see what's priority in my life. And I know that right now, you are the priority in my life. I want, and for those of you who are new authors and getting into this game, I want to have products and services that are available for you, so you don't have to spend the time like I did trying to figure this thing out. I tell you what, Miss August Crenshaw and Dr. Shay Bills and Eric Anderson, they have been absolute jewels to what I've been able to accomplish. And guys, you know what? I need to share what I have. There's no need for me to sit and hold all of that in. I need to share what I know and what I have so that you too can begin to thrive and be able to blossom in this time. This is a time we all need to be at our best and developing ourselves. It's not going to happen overnight, but guys, it can happen. And so I want to be of value to you. Hey, Valerie, how are you? Thanks for joining me tonight. Glad you're here. And it's just a blessing to be here. Tonight we're talking about rush hour. And I've already kind of given you the spiel on what my rush hour looked like. My rush hour was I was just so overwhelmed trying to maintain something that my life didn't accommodate anymore. So it didn't accommodate. I was trying to fit in everything that I was doing, not thinking about the 50 hours that I no longer have to dedicate to doing what I was doing as I was doing it. So I'm trying to find different ways of doing that. And one of those ways I can do that is to provide those products and services for you so that you can have it on demand. And then if you need me, you can reach out and you can ask your questions and I can assist you in any way that I can. So guys, rush hour, just like in traffic. Naturally, when we're going out, and especially when we're in the big cities and we're needing to get somewhere, or it's 5 o'clock and we're getting off work and everybody's trying to get home, and then the traffic is backed up and it's bumper to bumper and you hear the horns blowing. You see the people who, when you look to the right and left, and they're frustrated and they're honking and they're cussing and they're doing everything and getting all riled up, and the emotions just get the best of people, and before you know it, you're just ready to explode. You know what rush hour looks like if you've been in one of those. Well, what about those little cities, these little towns like I live in? Well, it may not be rush hour, but sometimes, when you're going down Jackson Street and every light turns red by the time that and you're really trying to get to Walmart fast, or you're really trying to get to McDonald's drive-through real fast, and you're getting stopped by everything, and then you got the other people turning in front of you, that rush hour kind of thing. You know what I mean? So every little thing at that point frustrates you. It frustrates you, guys. And when we do this, when we take on life like this, we're missing out on the beauty of those little things. We miss those special moments because we're so focused on trying to get there real fast. And how do we not know that delay, that stop and go traffic, that backup that's a mile long, how do we not know that is not designed to be there for that moment? Have you ever stopped to consider that we could be missing something? Do you know what I found when I took a moment and I took a couple days for myself and just took a breath? I found that I haven't really talked to my Creator that intimate in a while. I found that He had some things that He wanted to share with me. I found that it's in those sweet moments of silence that my ideas and creativity begin to flow. And He began to open up new visions and new opportunities for me to look at it for what it really is. And He allowed me in that moment to really see Him and to see that everything that is going on, every good opportunity, every people that everybody that He has placed in my plate, in my space for such a time as this, that He divinely orchestrated all of it. How awesome is that? See, sometimes we can get so caught up, we think that we are doing it all. We think that it's because we're so grandiose that it just had to happen that way. Not so, guys. The little gifts and talents that we have, that we begin to share, and those connections that we're able to make, and those smiles that we're able to use our talents and service to do, to put on other people's face and give them those aha moments. It's all because of our Creator. It's all because of Him. Yes, we're grateful. Yes, it causes us to feel good because we're able to provide a service or a product to somebody that absolutely changes their lives, or actually absolutely opens up their creative ideas, and it gets them going, and it gets them motivated and inspired. Yes, it does all that. But I'm talking about, for me, taking that moment, taking that time to just see and just breathe and just take in all that He is and has been, as He has kept me throughout all this time. So it was time for me to slow down. It was time for me to reprioritize. It was time for me to evaluate my time, because I was in a rush hour, rushing through life, not being able to smell the beauty of it all, not really able to embrace it all. So I had to slow down. So I'm thankful for the rush hour. And many of us, when we're in that rush hour, we can't get everything done in the time that we have because we haven't really managed our time right. Don't you know? Yes, don't you know we're missing out on the beauty of life when we do that? Because we're so frustrated, we're so angry, we're so distracted that we can't enjoy it. So we can't help the rush hours coming in every now and then. Every now and then we're all gonna meet that rush hour. Every now and then it's gonna seem like someone's pulling us in 10 million direction, and there's only one of us. But what we can find is an opportunity to really stop and just smell the beauty of life. Embrace the journey. There's beauty along the way. We can change our attitude, how we react to it. And that's what it's all about. That attitude that we have is a key factor on how we're handling the rush hours in our lives. I know you guys know what I mean. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure I'm not the only one with rush hours, right? I'm sure you too have had a rush hour. Maybe you're in one now. Maybe, the holiday is coming and there's so much that you want to get done, and you just really don't know how you're going to get it all done in the time that you have. How about you just take a moment and just take it in? Take a moment and just take it in. Take those deep breaths. Enjoy the journey along the way. Set priorities in your life. Practice good self-care. And then, with a fresh mind, with a great attitude, make it happen. Let's see what we have. We must always be patient and not overload ourselves. Yes. Now, that's easier said than done, Valerie. It's easier said than done. It's easy to say, be patient and not overload. But sometimes, we don't have always the control of the load that comes to overload us. We don't always have control of that. So that's why it's so important to be intentional. Be intentional with making sure we are our best. And the only way we are our best is if we practice that good self-care and just take a deep breath. And I can almost guarantee you that every time our attitudes, our behaviors are going to be the temperature. It kind of regulates the temperature. It kind of tells us if we're overwhelmed or not. When those tempers get high and we're frustrated, and we're angry, and everything bothering us, it can almost be the determining factor gauging whether or not we are getting overloaded. So we have to be in tune and intentional with that. Let's see. Keep it simple. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I try my best to keep it simple. Now, Valerie's giving some good tips out here, but I know Valerie's not the only one on this live. Come on now. Now, I know that you guys that are sitting there watching, give me a shout out. Let me know that you're there. Also, I know that you have had a rush hour. I'm not the only one. Valerie's not the only one. Valerie sharing some very key nuggets here, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Yes, I have been doing hair all week so far, and some things have not gotten done. But guess what? I'm going to stay in his promises. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to make it happen, guys. We can't give up. We can't give up. And one thing about it, you know, when some people say they're busy, I like to use the word productive. I want to stay productive. I want to stay productive in everything that I do. I want to be productive in my relationships. I want to be productive in the services that I provide. And so I don't want to be busy, because there's a difference between being busy and being productive. So in my rush hour, I want to make sure that whatever it is, whatever it looks like, whatever demands my time, I want to be sure that I am productive in it all. Productive in it all. And I want my creator to have the glory in it all, and I want to see him in it all, and I want to be able to, even in the midst of the traffic, even in the midst of the demands of life, I want to be able to hear him. I want to be able to be in tune with his voice, so that he directs me and he can get the glory out of everything that I do. So, guys, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to like and share this video. Don't forget to like and share this video. Be sensitive to how you're going. Hey, Aileen, how are you? Be sensitive and be in tune to how you're going through the rush hours in your life. You know, we can't always avoid them, but how we react to them and how we respond in the midst of it all tells all. Okay? Practice self-care. And if we can't get it done in that 24 hours, let's reevaluate how we use our time if it's that important to us. And then let's go back and try it again. Don't give up on your hopes and dreams, guys. Find somebody to connect to that can add value to your life. And nonetheless, guys, I am your host, Anntricia Bray Smith, author, educator, and public speaker. I'll see you right back here. I'll see you tomorrow night on YouTube Live, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, guys. Good night, everybody.